When was the last time you felt properly loved? Now, I'm not talking about in the sense of like intimacy or you getting freaky with a person. It's more the sense of that, having that loving, inseparable bond between two people. As like it could be with you and your family, parents, flatmates, friends, partner, whoever. It's just where you can enjoy each other's company and feel like whole, like fulfilled in that sense. Where you don't feel like you need lust or that other cheap dopamine things to keep you satisfied between you two. You just need them, and that's it. And it feels like I haven't felt that same love and connection like here when I was in university compared to me at home. And it's made me chase these different things at this point because I feel like I keep chasing other relationships in here because, your boy doesn't get any play. And it feels like I keep chasing that feeling that I'm just lost and all that. But it's not really the feeling I want. And it feels like I keep chasing that feeling of lust and all that, but it's not the feeling I really want. I want to have more of that, more of the sense of like, the feeling of love, just love itself. I don't think I allowed myself to reach that point because how could one person love someone when all I, and I don't think I've actually reached that point yet because how could one love someone when all I know is lust? And I don't want to chase lust or chase someone based on lust because, that's not going to be sustainable for a long period of time. Because, we're humans at the end of the day. We're not just sex objects to be used now and forget later. And that's why I feel like I've been testing on how to manage my lust because I've never been able to manage it properly, to be real with you. My connections with most people have been very like surface level because of this, and I feel like I've never been able to open up to someone, except from like parents and all that, sometimes. And this isn't like in a bad way, like where I don't care about them, but in the sense of that I don't want to get too attached sometimes. Because I feel like what uni has taught me or school has taught me is that if you attach to certain people, you get attached to certain friends from wherever, then all of a sudden you just don't talk to each other much anymore, and then it kind of hurts you more in that sense where you feel like that connection is fading, and then you just lost a friend, which was you held so dear to you for a long time. And now I feel like I'm in a position where I can't show that love properly to people. And it's not like an unconscious feeling anymore where I know if someone just loves me or not. I feel like I always had to second guess and retrace everything we'd done in the past just to find out if they do. But my gap year, I felt that love all the time because I just wanted to be around my family and friends, and because it felt so nice to be in that area. And don't get me wrong, my flatmates who I spent my first year with, they were really nice. Honestly, blessed with them. But I think I find it hard to get that kind of into that affectionate state. When you say, "Oh yeah," casually like, "Oh yeah, I love you, bro. I still love you" in that way. Not like an intimate way or like freaky way. Just more like in a bond kind of bro to bro kind of thing. And it just feels weird that I haven't felt that yet. I don't know if that's something I should be chasing or because it does get lonely sometimes because of me not having it. And I want to have that physical connection with someone, not being like again intimate. I just want to be there with someone, just to lie next to happily, be there with someone where my presence feels like whole to them. Where I can open up to them. We feel complete together instead of feeling like a burden half the time. As I feel like when I'm hanging out with certain people, I just feel like they're better off without me, like being there. And I know that sounds quite harsh, but it's the way I think sometimes. Because now, when I come back to my room and my accommodation, I just feel lonely. It's like when you grew up with people you knew your whole life, and even though I still contact my parents quite a lot, that feeling of them not being there next to me, it hurts, and I don't like it sometimes. That's why I prefer to talk people, and that's why I prefer to talk to people in person rather than being online or text because I can gauge your emotion. It feels like I'm actually talking to someone instead, and it just feels like that authentic way where that's what I just love, and I can thrive off that. And again, in my last previous videos and all that, I've kind of like been mentioning I've been bottling up these kind of feelings and not being able to express them properly, which had led to me to having more breakdowns with myself because I couldn't express my emotions, which I had bottled in. And sometimes it doesn't feel good mentally because of that. And yeah, just feel mentally drained at the end of the day. And it feels like nowadays love is like an exchange kind of thing, where instead of it always being there, like I would think I had to do certain things and just to be liked or loved by someone. And I feel like I can't just be there for someone, just be either emotional support or just being a fun guy to hang out with. And I find that hard to like not feel someone's role like that in life, as you latch onto different people in life who match up to different vibes you need, like a serious person, a fun person, an active person, an ambitious person. And I feels like I don't meet any of those areas to anyone I've met in my life, and some people do, which just feels like I've I can't be loved like that because I feel like I'm not used to someone, and I feel like they don't like me because of it or something like that. I feel like a burden because of that. Yeah. I just want that physical connection, just to be closer with people. I just don't know how to sometimes because I've been trying to call people, but it feels like it's more like a monitoring kind of thing where if something just feels off and, rather just checking up on them like a doctor's appointment. Because I feel like I have so much more fun like talking to my friends in person compared to online, and so much more friend and having so much more fun with my parents when I'm actually talking to them like, in person. And it feels like it's so much better to have like another human there who reciprocates this kind of feeling with me and just be there with me. One thing I think people should do more often because of this is just show their appreciation to people like me in this kind of position who are feeling like this. Like, just send a gratitude letter to them. And I've done this quite often, like quite a few times to be honest. As I watched it, I got inspiration from a guy called Hamza in the self improvement industry. So send a gratitude letter to someone who, just show how thankful and grateful you are for them being there for whatever actions they did, even small or big, like inviting you out or spending more time with you, even they had other priorities to go for. Let's just say it. And I've said it quite a lot of times to my family, friends, people I've met, flatmates, and people, yeah, I randomly met in the gym or other scenarios, I just say that to them. And I send them a letter just saying something along the lines like, oh, this might be a bit random for me to come out and say, but I'm grateful for you, for just how you impacted me, whether it's helping me in the gym, being a good support in school times, helping me through certain things. I just appreciate you and I want you to know that. And trust me, at first it feels like a very cringe feeling, but when you go into it and actually do it, it makes people feel more blessed and feel more purposeful in this life. Like, feel like they're good, their presence is good here on this earth. Like, because how they described it to me when they said something back is like, oh yeah, you know what? This guy actually sees it different. He's different. I appreciate that he sees my efforts. So to anyone out there, when because go say that to anyone out there, man, who has impacted you well, because you don't know when the last chance you're gonna get is. Because you don't know when life's gonna turn around the corner, and say, okay, that's the end of your life, bye bye, and so make sure people at least know at least one time. So try it one time to the people you're impacted by the most. And now it doesn't have to be paragraphs and paragraphs, but just say, hey, I know this might seem a bit random. I just want to let you know that how grateful I am for you being in my life, and then just give an example of what happened before they came into your life and what happened after. And try that and see how many people's days you make better, how many people's lives you make better, how much like energy or positivity you give to them, how much that uplifts their day. As again, I'm gonna say it to you guys, I'm appreciative of you. To people who have sticked around in my journey, helped me out throughout for many things, for all the highs and lows. People who are watching this video now just supporting me there. Any likes, dislikes, because that tells me if my videos are doing good. And yeah, people who just be impacted by my words, and it just makes me feel like this channel has a purpose. Because it baffles me sometimes that apparently I've helped some of you guys. So if those words are true that you guys are appreciative to me, I appreciate it dearly. But it's weird to feel that people you don't know or never you're probably not gonna see in your lives have been impacted by your words because you said something online. And yeah, there's a reason why God has put you in the universe, whoever you believe in, put you in this position to see this. and you found value in it. So thank you so much for that. Thank you. And remember this, you're born to be nothing, but you can live to be anything. I wrote that bad boy. So thank you, and if you like this where it's more unedited and just raw of me to talk about my emotions and what current things I'm feeling and all thinking and all that, let me know. Happy to do this.